Trump and the military and a mysterious message in Los Angeles. It's 5 and 10 from Skywatch TV. 5 things you need to know in about 10 minutes for Tuesday, January 28th, 2025. Item number 5 today, Trump and the military. Donald Trump set to reinstate members of the military, thousands of troops who were basically tossed out of the military for refusing the COVID vaccine. Trump plans to sign an executive order this week to return about 8,000 service members to their original rank with back pay and benefits after they were discharged under the Biden administration. Service members who refused to comply with the COVID-19 mandate under Joe Biden lost their jobs, and many were given general or other than honorable discharges, and that impacts veterans' benefits. Now, Trump plans to correct this injustice and restore them to their prior rank, making good on another campaign promise. Topic number 4, the Baltic Sea. Possibly a front in the slow-rolling opening act of what could be World War III. This is the third severing of an undersea cable in 3 months. This took place on Sunday. This is between Latvia and Sweden in the Baltic Sea. Swedish authorities have seized a ship suspecting of damaging the data cable. The Vejen, which is a Maltese-flagged ship, now anchored outside the Swedish port of Karlskrona. Prosecutors said an initial investigation pointed to sabotage. An inquiry has been launched by Sweden's police. Images showed that the ship appeared to have a damaged anchor. The owner of the ship said, no, it just dropped anchor to the sea floor in heavy winds. But again, it is suspicious that this is the third cable to have been damaged by an anchor in the last 3 months. And all of these ships apparently connected to China. Earlier this month, NATO launched its new Baltic Sentry mission to patrol the Baltic after several of these data cables have been damaged. Topic number 3, who is asking for help in Los Angeles? People on social media posting images from Google Earth and the satellite view on Google Maps. You can see this essentially from space. This is a specific location in Los Angeles. This is a screen cap. I verified this myself by going to Google Maps and using the coordinates that were posted to X. With this image, you can see the word help multiple times in this image. There's also help, FBI, and the word traffico. Is human trafficking taking place here? What is going on in this rail yard? This is being spelled out with debris around these shipping containers at what appears to be a rail yard. Now, there's speculation, again, that is this connected to human trafficking? No word yet. This is unverified. No official statements from law enforcement or other authorities who have responded to this. We don't know whether they have or not because, again, nobody has said anything. But this is disturbing to see this showing up. And there is the possibility that this is just somebody with too much time on their hands playing a prank, getting social media riled up by something like this. But again, it's the first time something like this has been spotted on Google Earth, lettering big enough to be seen from satellite. And we pray that it's nothing more than a prank in poor taste. Topic number 2, Gazans to Indonesia. I told you yesterday that Donald Trump on Saturday said that he'd hoped that Arab nations around Israel would be open to taking Palestinian Arabs from Gaza to clear the area out so that rebuilding can commence, because essentially the area is really now just sort of a destruction zone. But NBC News reported on Saturday that the transition team for President Trump suggested relocating some of the 2 million inhabitants from Gaza during reconstruction efforts to Indonesia, or at least some of them to Indonesia, which is the world's largest Muslim nation. The NBC report cited an anonymous transition official, and of course that official acknowledged that there would be some difficult obstacles. Countries in the region not really open to accepting the Palestinian Arabs for fear they would cause trouble in their own countries, and they do have a history of doing that. Jordan doesn't want them because they remember that they tried to depose King Hussein, the father of the current King Abdullah. In fact, the Jordanian army back in about 50 years ago had to fight a several-month-long war to push the PLO out of Jordan. They went to Lebanon, and then ignited a civil war in Lebanon. The Egyptians don't really want them either, because Hamas especially, which is an outreach or an outgrowth of the Muslim Brotherhood, which wants to reestablish the caliphate, which fell apart 100 years ago, based in Turkey after World War I, the Egyptians not really inclined to make themselves subordinate to the Turks. Even though they're Sunni Muslims, there are ethnic differences between Arabs and Turks, and not necessarily friendly. So anyway, potential host countries concerned about being complicit, also concerned about being seen as complicit in the refugee crisis. And the Palestinian Arabs have problems with leaving Gaza for fear they would not be allowed to return. This whole idea of if we leave, we're going to be stuck in this new place. This is a thorny issue. There are no easy answers to this because many of the parties involved don't like one another. The one thing that does unite many of them in this is that they're all the regional nations and the Muslim nations generally aligned against Israel and whatever position Israel takes in resolving the crisis in Gaza. Coming up, the Musk prophecy. Musk, yes, Elon Musk prophesied 70 years ago to colonize Mars. I'll tell you about that next on 5 and 10.
You can support the ministry of Skywatch TV and our continued efforts to share the gospel of Jesus Christ throughout the four corners of the world and receive your very own copy of this incredible masterpiece when you order the World Before the Flood special offer. Not only does this incredible opportunity include Rick Renner's new book, Fallen Angels, Giants, Monsters, and the World Before the Flood, how the events of Noah's Ark and the flood are relevant to the end of the age, but it also includes the best-selling book, Giants, Gods, and Dragons, Exposing the Fallen Realm and the Plot to Ignite the Final War of the Ages by Derek and Sharon Gilbert with companion DVD. This incredible book and DVD set reveals the actual identities of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, the identity of Nimrod, and the true location of Babel. Why the wild beasts that accompany the deadly rider on the pale horse might actually be disease-causing viruses, and so much more. Sold separately, these items hold a retail value of nearly $100. Yours now for your donation of only $45, which includes free shipping to all U.S. orders. So don't delay. You can support the ministry of Skywatch TV and help us continue spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ right now by scanning the QR code on your screen using the camera app on your phone for instant access to this special opportunity. You can visit us at skywatchtvstore.com or call 1-844-750-4985 and ask for the World Before the Flood special offer right now.
Item number 1 today, the Musk prophecy. This goes back 70 years to a 1953 novel written by Werner Von Braun, science fiction novel called Project Mars. In the book, Von Braun predicted that humanity would colonize Mars and that the leader of Mars after colonization would be called Elon. Now, I personally think it's just a coincidence, but Musk, who seems to have a pretty good sense of humor, posted to X, quote, "No matter how often I tell people I'm a 5,000-year-old alien time traveler, they don't believe me," end quote. Well, this may solve another mystery. Of course, you know, Werner Von Braun came to the United States under Operation Paperclip, which was the secret operation to recruit Nazi scientists after World War II and bring them quietly into the United States because American taxpayers wouldn't responded well to knowing that their tax dollars were going to pay Nazi scientists. But given that it was Von Braun who made this prophecy, that might explain Elon's salute at the inauguration last week. I'm joking. It was not that kind of a salute. This week on Skywatch TV, the main program, we talk with Rick Renner about his book, World Before the Flood, Giants, Monsters, Noah's Ark. The location of Noah's Ark has been found. The Darupınar site in southeast Turkey, close to the border with Iran. Compelling evidence. Rick Renner talks about that on this week's program. Don't miss it. You can watch it right now at skywatchtv.com, where you can find all of our video content. You can also watch it right now over the air. Our broadcast schedule is posted at skywatchtv.com/channels. If you got a set-top box, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, a smart TV preloaded with Roku or Fire TV, you can add the Skywatch TV channel to that set-top device and guarantee that all of our video content comes right to your big screen without having to set a schedule. We will broadcast on your schedule that way. You can also watch us over the internet, youtube.com/@skywatchtelevision, rumble.com/skywatchtv, or download all of our content right into your smartphone or tablet, whether you've got an iOS, Android, or Amazon Kindle Fire phone or tablet. We have apps for all of those and links to their app stores at skywatchtv.com/app. 5 in 10 online, YouTube at 5 in 10, on X, formerly Twitter, at 5_in_10. And thank you for watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert. This is 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV.